Wow. There's nearly a whole inch of new comic goodness out this week. So let's cue the music and get on with it. If you're a current comic book reader, it may be hard to believe, but there once was a time when there were no Robert Kirkman books, you know. Kirkman's actually quite a relatively new, he's still quite a relative newcomer to the game. He hasn't been around as long as some other creators, but boy, the guy's prolific. And the latest episode of his ongoing monochromatic masterpiece, The Walking Dead, is out this week. You'll find if you keep watching Fantastic Realm, be coming up on a regular basis. It's that good. And this episode, we start after 52 previous issues to get some sort of an idea of what actually happened to the world. If you've not been following The Walking Dead, it's not much of a spoiler to tell you that this is a zombie epic, and basically the whole world has gone to hell in a handbasket. It's like literally nothing works anymore, and just about everybody else you ever knew is now a zombie or dead. Okay, and those last few humans are busy fighting zombies or fighting amongst themselves for the precious little resources that the world has left, yeah? And this book, starts to hint at what exactly has been going wrong in a major way, and we might actually start to get some answers from here on out. So if you have been following Walking Dead, then you'll know already without me telling you that this is essential. If you've not been following Walking Dead, what on earth have you been doing? Check this out. Kirkman's epic is something that you need in your life. Walking Dead 53 out this week. Bit of an ongoing zombie theme this week, as next up it's all about Marvel Zombies 3 out this week. This is the third series of Marvel Zombies, and it's one of those series that's kind of passed me by as a little bit gimmicky, but I've picked up this one and I've had a look, and it's whilst it's not exactly this thing that would be straight up my street, it is a real kind of fun take on the kind of zombies meets the Marvel Universe type of thing, and some interesting kind of characters that don't often get a lot of love in the Marvel Universe turn up here. People like Machine Man, who I last saw in, I think, Agents of Hate. Do you know Next Wave, that thing? And I quite liked him as a character, just this whole thing about fleshies and, like, you know what I mean, not being really hot on humans and everything. So he's a character that I quite liked, and it's good to see him pop up in something again. So if you have not kind of done the whole Marvel Zombies thing before, Marvel Zombies number 3 is out this week. You should check it out. Stephen King fans should be aware that the two comic books that he's got out at the moment are both out this week, The Stand and Dark Tower Treachery. Now, The Stand kind of fits in with that whole post-apocalyptic thing that The Walking Dead and Marvel Zombies is all kind of keen into, and in these days of credit crunching and all of that, I suppose it's kind of appropriate. Dark Tower is much more of a kind of a mystery, fantasy sort of a thing going on with it, but both of these books feature quality writing and quality art and are well worthy of your attention if you get the chance. I've made it a regular point to check them out every time they come out, so if you're into a bit of quality writing, quality comic bookery, then both of these are worthy of your attention. The Stand and Dark Tower, both at issue 2 this week. Also worthy of your attention this week, Deadpool, one of my favourite ongoing stories at the moment. Hilariously funny, great story, great artwork, that's out. Also, if you're into your video game kind of horror-y sort of books, Gears of War, first issue comes out this week. If you're into the X-Men, there is a hell of a lot going on in X-World at the moment. So we've got X-Men Manifest Destiny gets up to issue number 2. X-Men Original Sin is a one-off that's out this week as well. And Magneto, the origin story that's going on at the moment on Marvel Knights, X-Men Magneto Testament, this is up to number 2 this week as well. So check those out. We're pretty much out of time on Fantastic Realm for this week, but next week, make sure you join us as we'll be looking at these two quality trade paperbacks out in hardback, Lock and Key and Dark Tower, The Long Road Home. If anybody knows what the secret kind of connection between both these books is, then let us know. You can email us. All of the details are at the end of the show. We'll catch you next week. You can find further info and buy any of the books we reviewed at fantasticrealm.co.uk, and don't forget to quote the code FAN1 to get yourself a 10% discount, right? Check us out at our eBay store or on our online communities at MySpace or YouTube, where you can also subscribe to these videos, okay? Feel free to add a comment or at the very least rate us. Pop by the store whenever you like, and don't forget to tell a friend.